It's Friday night and the high school football teams were back on the fields. Hey everyone, I'm Taylor Viles and thank you for joining us for week 5 of the high school huddle. We are officially beginning the second half of the season for Vermont teams, and you'll soon see this week started off with a bang. Section 7 teams in New York also in action tonight. In a bit, we'll head over to Plattsburgh to hear how those games finished up. We'll begin our highlights tonight with a game played in St. Johnsbury. It's the 2-2 Hilltoppers taking on the red-hot and undefeated Burr and Burton Bulldogs. Now get ready for some touchdowns. Let's begin with St. J's first offensive possession. Hilltoppers quarterback Quinn Murphy fires a pass to Gavin Kenny Young for the score 7-0 St. J, but Burr and Burton won't let that go unforgiven. They'll tie the game and then take the lead on this play. It's Jack McCoy's short pass to Trevor Green, and he's off to the races, 41 yards to the house. It's 14-7 Bulldogs, and Burr and Burton keeps the offense coming. Running back Michael Crabtree finds the end zone on a short run to go up 2 scores, but the Hilltoppers don't want to go into halftime on that note, so instead they'd score to make it 21-14. Then with about 2 minutes left in the half, Murphy goes 64 yards downfield, pass caught for the touchdown by Alejandro Orozco. Second half now, and St. J makes one too many mistakes. With the ball in their own end, it's fumbled and collected by Bulldog JT Wright. It's a scoop and score. Burr and Burton begins to offensively run away at this point and takes this game by a final of 49-35. Next up, we have a matchup that is season defining. Both the Essex Hornets and the Middlebury Tigers lost their first 2 games before winning 2 to bring their record to 500. Tonight, a statement win was needed. Let's start right on the opening kickoff. The Essex kick soars high over the head of the Middlebury players and lands right at the 2-yard line. But check this out, the ball wasn't touched until Essex picks it up, and the Hornets got the ball. Same ruling right there as an onside kick, and the Hornets capitalize. Next play, Tanner Robbins runs it in for the score, 7-0 Essex, and the defense will start sharp as well. There's an interception again. Tanner Robbins, same guy who just ran it in for the touchdown, gets the interception, and the drive can't materialize, but it's okay. They'll do it again. This interception here, Ethan Hemingway. And that will start another scoring play for Essex. Field goal makes it 10-0. Now we got clock winding down in the first half. Huge catch right here along the sideline, gets the drive going again for the Hornets, and then it's punched into the end zone. Again, Tanner Robbins, have yourself a game. Second touchdown of the game. Essex continued to roll in the second half and won by a final of 31-7. Next, let's head to St. Albans for a game between 2 teams that sit at the bottom of the Division I standings. The Bob Whites haven't won since week 1, and the Seawolves still looking for that first victory. Last season at this time, though, the Seawolves were in the same position before rattling off 4 straight wins. Nick Kelly hands it off to Sam Paris, who then hands it off to Tayshawn Metz. On the reverse, he's able to turn the corner and run it in for the touchdown. Seawolves up 7-0. Then, the following kickoff, the Seawolves' Sam Paris is able to recover it and give them possession once again. Not able to capitalize there, but that's okay. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Nick Kelly passes to Hunter Johnson on the screen. He's able to spin out of the tackle, but then Timothy Sanders for BFA is able to rip the ball out of Johnson's hands and takes it all the way for the touchdown. Look at the big man go. We'll see that play again tonight. At the end of the second quarter, the Seawolves drive downfield. Nick Kelly with a nice pass to Tayshawn Metz for a big gain, and the Seawolves able to ride a big second half and win their first game of the season, 20-14. After a thrilling Thursday night win, the Colchester Lakers looking to keep that energy going against a 1-3 Spalding squad. Tonight's sunset matched the theme of the game. The Lakers bringing awareness to breast cancer with a sea of pinks. For the Lakers, their best asset is their running game, and they exploited Spalding's defense right out of the gate as Caleb Levasseur sneaks it into the end zone on the very first drive of the game, and the touchdowns just keep on rolling in. This next play, same cast of characters. Levasseur zigzags through the Spalding's defense. He makes it in the end zone. The extra point is good. 21-0 Colchester, and the Lakers now decide to switch things up a bit with this next one. QB Jordan Lavoie goes to Mason Cardinal in the end zone. Pass complete. 27-0 Colchester at halftime. The Crimson Tide continue to struggle with their second straight game of little to no offense. Colchester takes this one 42-0. And before we get to our game of the week, we have a Division III game for you. Milton hosted Rice Memorial. Both teams at 2-2 right now, trying to separate themselves amongst crowded divisional standings. And this game was moving fast. Seriously, already 14-8 when our cameras got to this game early in the second half. Dallas St. Peter fakes the pitch to Matthias Mazzanti and instead hands it off to Caden Quinn for the nice gain. Then St. Peter tosses to Mazzanti for more, but this one is all about defense. The defense is able to get behind the line for a nice tackle for a loss. Then Rice with another defensive stop. With less than 2 minutes left in the game, Matthew Zenu drops back and fires one down the middle, and that's going to be picked off by Caden Quinn. You'll see that right here. Rice would kneel it on the next play, and that will be it. The Green Knights take home the victory 14-8. Now for our game of the week, we're going to head almost up to Canada. It's North Country Union High School taking on Bellows Falls in a matchup of undefeated teams.
The game of the week featured two elite powerhouse teams in the D2 standings, Bellows Falls and North Country Union. Both teams heading into this matchup are undefeated, but by the end of the night, one of these teams will have an L. Pink skies, military heroes, and North Country fans, all in full display, and shout out to the girls soccer team to the left. We'll start this game in the first, and it was the Falcons on full display. Hayden Bolden gets this one off and sends his teammate flying. He gets to the end zone, and North Country goes up 7-0. But Bellows Falls won't fall that easy. In the second, it's number 5 Caden Haskell getting through the middle, and he gets his first but not last touchdown, 7-6 Falcons. But the Falcons have their own number 5. Wyatt Dishanow hauls his pass in from Bolden, North Country up 14-6. And the battle of the fives continue. Haskell getting some help from the O-line and gets in for his second touchdown. And at the half, Falcons lead 14-13 Terriers. But Bellows Falls comes out of the gates hungry. Now, it's Walker James swerving past the Falcons, and the Terriers have their first lead. But Haskell is still hungry. This touchdown gives the captain his third of the game. The Falcons put up a good fight, but they're the ones who get their first loss of the season. Your final, 34-27. Here's the captain after the game.
Our line works hard every single play. Our blocking backs know what we got to do. We're just working hard. We're perfecting what we got to perfect, and that's what all the season's all about right now.
For North Country Union, they'll be on the roads next Friday to face Fairhaven. As for Bellows Falls, they'll be hosting Spalding next Saturday. Reporting from Newport, I'm Sam Israel.
Thanks, Sam. What a game right there. Great game of the week. And that's going to do it for part 1 of the high school huddle. But don't go away, because after the break, we're going to head across Lake Champlain to Ken Drake for New York's Section 7 games.